Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dude with a Fork. My name is Ken. On today's episode of Ken Tries Stuff, we are trying Shrimp Flavor Ramen Express by Chef Wu. This is completely vegetarian, no added MSG, even though I don't have an issue with it. It is, I think, certified to be halal. It is also dairy-free. It's lovingly made in the USA. And I bought this at Walmart for 50 cents, so not a bad deal. We shall see. It has a long list of ingredients, of course: enriched unbleached flour, vegetable oil, that's just to cook all those, make the noodles and cook them, seasoning, which is salt, sugar, maltodextrin, and autolyzed yeast. Autolyzed is just a fancy way of saying freeze-dried. Soy sauce, hydrolyzed soy and corn protein, a whole bunch of other things, vegetable powder. Then it has dried carrot, salt, dried onions, dried peas, dried corn, potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate, guar gum, which gives it some thickness, and some sodium tripolyphosphate, because that's just the way Grandma used to make things. Contains wheat and soy, and contains small amounts of naturally occurring glutamate. It is a paper cup. You can recycle this, and we will. Nutrition facts: 1 serving per container, 280 calories, 12 grams of fat, because yes, those noodles are deep fried. 5 grams of sat fat, which is 25%, which is kind of a lot to my way of thinking. 1,140 milligrams of sodium, which is half your daily lunch. Now, I know ramen usually has a lot of salt, but that seems excessive. 37 grams of carbs, which is not bad. 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of sugars, 5 grams of protein. There's no vitamin D, a bit of calcium, iron, potassium. So this has 2 ways of making this. There's microwave directions where you pull back the lid, fill it to this line here with water and microwave it. Or you can have a kettle where you pull the lid back halfway, add boiling water to that line, close the lid, and let it stand for 3 minutes. So I have some boiling water. I'm going to go grab it, and we'll do that. All right, so let's pull this lid back halfway. They even put little tiny marks here. Can you see that? Right there, to show you how far back to pull the lid, in case you're not sure what halfway means. They do have a warning, of course. Product and cup will be extremely hot. You just filled it with boiling water, so yes, I would expect them to be extremely hot. These things don't peel back very easily. And that is what we have. We have some noodles. We have a lot of seasoning mix and quite a few dried vegetables, including what appears to be corn, which I didn't see on the ingredients. But anyway, so we're going to fill this up to that line slowly and carefully, because hello, boiling water is hot. Put that lid back, and it's not going to stay, but I'm going to turn my timer on here and set that on the lid to keep that flat, and we'll be back when it is done. See you then. Okay, yes, our 3 minutes are up. So let's pull back this lid. I'm a little disappointed that doesn't come off all the way like it's supposed to, but maybe that's just me. Anyway, so let's, okay. Right away, I am struck with a pretty strong seafood smell. Not necessarily the greatest one, but not necessarily the worst one either. So this is what we have. It's a lot of noodles. There's a fair amount of veg in here, and there's a lot of steam as well. It's steaming up the camera lens. Look at that. So, yeah, I'm just going to stir this up a little bit, make sure everything is stirred up. And I've got a bowl, because this cup is like super hot. So I'm going to pour this carefully into this bowl. So there's a lot of broth in there, because all of these noodles, I think, are closer to the top. And there's still a lot of carrots left in there. Is this a daily serving of carrots? No, because this was 50 cents. So it is half a day's serving of salt, though. Salt is cheaper than carrots, apparently. So yeah, so this is what we have. And just going to get in there and get a taste of some of these noodles. I need to go get a spoon, because I can't taste this broth with a fork. So they didn't put that warning label on the label, did they? So, not bad. I'm going to go grab a spoon. No complaints about those noodles at all. And those carrots are cooked all the way. I'm going to try this corn here. Well, hey, I did get a spoon. Let's try that. So that green onions is nice. I like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can get a better look at the detail on that. Yeah. Mm. It's so weird. I will make a post on my website and give you a closer look at this because it is so weird that this is vegetarian. So there's no seafood in here at all. But it does taste like shrimp. It tastes pretty good, and oddly enough, for the amount of sodium that's in here, it doesn't taste super salty, which is weird. Um, mm, I like that. I like that a lot. Um, I cannot get over the fact that it had. Oh, we can do this Italian thing, right? That's how you're supposed to eat spaghetti. There we go. Lots of ramen noodles. I cannot get over the fact that it has that much salt in it. There's no need for it. Um, mm, it's really good. There's a lot of vegetables in here compared to what. I mean, it's not like a ton of vegetables, but for 50 cents, I mean, come on, can't beat it. So that's a pretty good deal. So I also bought a chicken one that we will try later on. It's amazing how much this tastes like shrimp, and it's only 50 cents. I like it. They did have a high protein one, but it was like $2. And I'm like, well, that's staying on the shelf. But I cannot recommend the high amount of sodium. But if this was something that was in the cupboard for those lazy days when all I feel like doing is boiling some water or whatever, I've got no complaints. Except for the salt. Except for the salt. So Chef Wu's Shrimp Ramen Express. Notice they say shrimp flavor because it is vegetarian. There's no shrimp in there. And it's odd that it's halal, but it's not kosher. So I don't understand how that works. But anyway, this is made by the Palmetto Gourmet Foods Company in Saluda, South Carolina. Ramenbychefwu.com is a website if you want to go check it out. So it is made in the U.S. So yeah, give them a try. Let me know what you think. I've got no complaints.
And that's it, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. Links to free printable copies of any recipes here are down below in the show notes. Please like, comment, or if you'd like to see more of this kind of material, subscribe. As always, please stay safe, eat great food, and power to the proletariat. We'll see you next time.